Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, some of the things that have been going on in my life. I want to start today's video by just giving huge appreciation to my family. Um, like, I don't know, I kind of miss them, and honestly, I have not been talking to them too much lately because I've just been busy with work and like worrying about stuff that's going on in my life, like about different stuff that's in my life. But um, I think sometimes I just forget how lucky I am to have my family still be alive and there. I mean, I don't have like sometimes I don't have the best relationship with them if I'm being completely honest because we have completely different worldviews and things like this. But I love them like they are my family. So regardless, that's like that's not gonna change. It's just sometimes it's very hard to communicate with them and like be aligned because we have different values. Um, but that's okay. And the reason I thought about this is because, like, I just saw this video of my mom singing. So my mom has an amazing singing voice. She's very, very good at it. And like, I saw like they sent it on the group from this afternoon. She was at this singing thing with her friends, and like, just made me emotional and made me like it was a good reminder of how grateful you know um, like of the things that I am grateful for. My family is a big one of them. I think I sometimes do take them for granted, and like especially because like I've been working really hard on trying to make it on my own and like do the things that I do, and like it's as if I have this I put this huge burden on my own shoulders, and sometimes it's just cool. Like it feels good to know that if anything goes wrong, like I know that my family is around. I will not die of hunger and things like this, even though it's like I mean, I like to be independent, and yeah, still, um, just super grateful to have the family that I have, despite all of our misunderstandings and disagreements and misalignments on values. But that's part of like I guess that's something that's in most families, and that's just something that I want to learn to navigate better because I do love them, and yeah, it would be like I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not appreciative enough of them, but I really do care about them a lot, and yeah, just wanted to talk about that. The other thing is today. I think today for me was a bit of a rest day. I mean, I did do some machine learning and stuff, but actually I woke up at like almost 12 because I like because of the lack of sleep this week, so it was just basically catching up on my sleep and yeah, just trying to navigate the things that I need to do, clear my head for the work that I need to do. I need to finish the docs, and that's something that I will take care of tomorrow, and also work on my prototype. But I've made some progress, actually, not on the prototype directly, but I've been watching this Gen AI like Coursera course. I'm mostly done with it. I think I will finish it tomorrow, and that will help me have a good foundation for like building this working on this project that also kind of frees up my mind. So hopefully tomorrow I will get the chance to tackle all of these three things that I need to tackle. I also have a couple of classes tomorrow, So about 4 hours worth of classes, but basically both of them are on large language models and like not necessarily large language model, but just generative AI and large language models. So it will help me in that sense because it's aligned with the project that I'm working on. So it's just a way to view things from a different perspective. So yeah, just I've been seeking alignment in areas of my life. So learning to say no to the things that are not aligned with my most important things. I think hopefully in the next few months I will just basically drill down on the things that I need to drill down on and just focus my energy on the most important things that I need to focus my energy on, and basically just have only a handful of things, like just maximum 3 things going on, which is the opposite of what my life has been like in the past month, I would say. So yeah, just trying to figure that out. Yeah. Also today I was listening to the podcast episode, on the Colin and Samir show, where Emma Chamberlain, they had Emma Chamberlain on. So the first episode, I don't know if they said that they're gonna have another one, maybe, but by the time that this video is up, there's another episode, or like podcast episode between Colin and Samir and Emma Chamberlain. But it's very interesting. I actually thought it was very, very instructive. I always find these looking behind the curtain of people who are successful very, very interesting, because it somewhat demystifies what they're doing, and to some extent it helps me believe in myself, because like obviously there is lots of work associated to that, and things like this, but it's not like the most important thing is just staying consistent, and seeing that is super cool. And also just giving me some ideas. I think I have not listened to her podcast on Spotify, but apparently it's like mostly a reflective podcast. I need to listen to a few episodes to be able to know what it's about, but it kind of gave me because she mentioned in the podcast on the Colin and Samir show, that she basically puts an outline for what she's gonna talk about, because it's a solo podcast mostly, and that kind of reminded me of this channel, where basically I just talk about stuff, and maybe where I could potentially go in the future by putting more structure around the things that I talk about, rather than just turning on the camera and figuring out what I say as I go, which is how I'm doing it so far. But it's basically just the way that I'm able to stay consistent with it by not putting too much friction. I always have the camera on my desk. I just turn it on right before I go to sleep. Talk about what's on my mind. That helps as a good mental dump before going to sleep. And yeah, it helps me stay consistent and things like this. But honestly, I'm just super grateful for this whole thing. Honestly, I have no idea where it's gonna lead, and I don't have any expectations. The only thing that I know I want to do is just keep doing this for a really long time, no matter what happens in my life, because I think ultimately it will be maybe an interesting piece of art where I've just documented a big part of my life, and it will allow me to reflect and see try to find some patterns in maybe my mood and behavior and things like this. And what I really love about my publishing schedule is that the more videos I make, the more honest I can be, because the farther out the video is going to get published from the time that I film it. And that, like, somewhat gives me more freedom to say what I truly think and be a bit more honest, which I'm working on doing. I think there are still some things that I have not been comfortable enough talking about on this channel, but at some point I will have made so many videos that, like, if I talk about something, it's gonna be just years out before it gets published. And so that's where it might get interesting, because like, I will hopefully be more free to talk honestly about things, and like share things that I that are hard for me to talk about. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm super grateful for this. I don't know where it's gonna lead, but this is fun. And the only thing that I want to focus on is just to keep doing this for years, 10 years, hopefully. So that would be so freaking cool. To do this for 10 years, where I just, like, no matter what happens in my life, I talk to a camera at the end of the day and share the things that I'm going through, the good, the bad, the ups and downs, the journey. I think that would be so freaking cool. So yeah, that's my goal with this. I want to keep going for as long as I possibly can, and for a minimum of, let's say, 5 to 10 years. That would be so freaking cool to document my life on such a large scale. Yeah, that would be so freaking cool. That would make me so happy, I think, to just have that. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do with this. Just keep it so low friction, that I just keep on doing it for a really long time. Um, that's the intention. So I guess, yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, or you can click here to watch my latest video on this channel overall. I hope you have a fantastic rest of the night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.